Well, folks, I'll make you look at a different scenery other than my fucking keyboard and all the crap that lies beneath it. Yes, black background. And today I'm going to show you the Sanyo SCP-3100. You've seen this one from my video tour, and well, I found the proper charger while digging up another charger, so I decided, hell, why not? Let's review this fucknut. Well, the SCP-3100 is another one of those pathetic S4, no, 10-4 phones, I'm sorry. You know, that crappy direct connect wannabe that takes about 7 fucking seconds to connect. Yep, push your talk over CDMA network to be precise. It's bullshit. Now, closer look at the phone. As you can see, this one is blue. I originally had the espresso version, which is a glorified way of saying brown, but it was broken, or so we thought at the time, so they gave me another one, but they only had blue and pink left, so of course I wasn't going to take a fucking pink phone, because I hate pink, especially pink drakes. I have an unquenchable hatred of pink drakes and would like to see them all disappear from the surface of the earth, but that's another story. Anyways, as you can see, this is the gargantuesque speakerphone. This thing is so big it rivals Motorola's ident phone speakers. Seriously, this speaker is fucking awesome. It's loud as fuck, and yet it's clear. You've got an external little LCD. I'm just going to unlock the side keys. There we go. Look at that orange backlight. Isn't that nice? And the phone is connected to the network, but I can't make any calls or anything because it's not active. CDMA phones, even where they're not activated, will still connect to the network, but you're not able to make calls. Unlike GSM, in which your SIM card expires, then that's it. As you see, numeral no service in my other phone reviews. On the bottom is the 1.3 megapixel camera, and that little silvery thing is supposed to be a mirror for self-shots. MySpace, those kind of pictures, self-shot pictures, piece of shit, whatever. And here you can see a little red LED. It looks awesome. And that blinks when you get a call, a 10-4 call or a message or that kind of shit. The back of the phone, remove the backplate, Qualcomm 3G CDMA. Yeah. Etched into the fucking plate. Yeah, I know it uses Qualcomm. There is the battery. Not much else to say. I'll just put the fucking faceplate back on. There we go. So open this fucker up then. Puke green LEDs. I am so fucking sick of those. Microphone, you've got your keypad, which is pretty standard. The keys feel pretty good, and I must say I have no gripes with this keyboard. Talk, end, talk, back, talk, back. That always cracks me up. Speaker, this is a dedicated key for the speaker. Yep. Predefined shortcuts. My content. So, my favorites. This menu is configurable. You can set any shortcuts you want, as I did. Contacts and messaging. I'm not going to go into messaging since I've got some, well, private shit in there. No offense. Let's take a look at the menu. Call history, contacts, messaging, web, my content, settings, tools, pictures, calendar. Call history, that's self-explanatory. Contacts, messaging, so is this. Web. Everything in this is pretty much self-explanatory. This phone supports MP3 ringtones, albeit at a very low bitrate. I've got an example to show you right there. I don't know just how well you heard that, but it's rubbish. Rubbish. But I digress. Anyways, signal isn't that great because this phone is on the Bell network despite being branded Solo. Solo is the red-headed bastard stepchild of Bell, and with Bell having bought Virgin Mobile completely, I think we're going to see Solo Mobile disappear. CDMA Workshop allows me to update the PRL of this thing, and I would love to get it to work on a TELUS PRL, therefore getting better signal and all that, but I lack the proper fucking cable. But that would definitely be something to try, and I will admit that I'm curious because this phone is good, and it would be even better if it used the TELUS network instead. And by the way, I mentioned Bell and TELUS network and Bell using TELUS and all that. Well, this has never been quite publicly confirmed, but we all know that Bell and TELUS are in bed together. I mean, come on. They launched their CDMA networks together, and they built a joint venture for the HSPA network. So they share the same network. That's just fucking bullshit. It's just that Bell only operates in the PCS, aka 1900 megahertz band, while TELUS has some 850 megahertz. And if you have a Bell PRL, you will not have access to TELUS 850 megahertz. But if you put a TELUS PRL, for example, you could have access to 850 megahertz along with 1900 megahertz for even better reception. But I'm getting a little bit off track right there, so I'll just leave it to that. Call quality was seriously good, although I must say I would have preferred the volume to be cranked up a little bit. Speakerphone is loud as fuck, and I've not really had issues with drop call or choppy calls. Overall, this phone has actually worked great. Nowadays, some of you might know, Kyocera now owns Sanyo, and Kyocera is defiling the Sanyo name. They are pumping up garbage phones under the Sanyo name. That's terrible. That always gets me sad. So, that's why I decided to do the SCP3100, and also one of the reasons I did the Sanyo S1 review as well. Nostalgic value, and as a token to when Sanyo made some real good phones. Fuck you, Kyocera. Fuck you, fuck your mom, fuck your cousins. You ruined the Sanyo name.